Hello, Swivelheads. It's Greg Allison with Swivelhead News coming to you in the wee hours of 21 January 23. Time on deck is 02:0700 hours Central Standard Time. Yeah, it is late or really early, however you want to look at it. We're going to talk about some things. Hopefully, it won't on here too doggone long because it is late. There are things to do, like get ready for bed eventually, right? Or maybe get up and do some work. Anyway, we're going to be talking about some of the things going on in the world here. We're going to kind of paint some pictures, but we are live. This is a live stream, so I am right now loading up my chat room over here on this other machine. So I'm watching over here while I share screens on this computer. I got two computers on. AG's in the house. Tim, Sparky, Bye, Chewy, John in the Spirit, Madam and Ghost. Now, Chewy is a forest ranger, guys. More or less. He spends a lot of time up in those towers looking at stuff. Let's see. Arnold, New Days, Mr. Smith. All right. AG, hey, good to see you. John Long, good to see you, John. Mama Bear, hello, Greg. It's late. Bedtime, Pat. Yeah, you're right. It's past bedtime. We should all be in bed. Our mama should spank us for being up this late. Well, guys, I was really late trying to fix some problems on my GoDaddy accounts, my email accounts, my websites. I got a lot of work to do in the area. So my worm site's not even up right. Well, it's up, but you can't buy anything. But to get that fixed, I got to get my email fixed. Oh yeah. And for our, we got an action alert out right now. I'll talk about that in a little bit. So Australia, hey Pioneer One, I'd have somebody here from Australia in the house. All righty, guys, let's do this. Let's go over here and look at some links. We got 29, 30 in the house. All right, so it's a good time to start talking some topics. And we're going to come in here. And we're going to start off, not quite to Davos yet, but Mr. Matt Gaetz. He's introduced an interesting act after these guys spelled it backwards, FTA, ruled against, y'all know about this, right? Well, we've got a action alert for Freedom Restoration Foundation folks to support this. And it's probably not on our website because the guy is maintaining our website for us. I paid to set it up. I'm paying to maintain it. But I had a guy that was doing the work of updates on it. He passed away. Stan, we lost Tom. Tom passed away. Tom was our internet guy. We lost him. Passed away this week. Stan's been on our Stan has been to our meetings with the Freedom Restoration Foundation. So Tom did pass away. So, but this alert will probably be on our Facebook feed. So we got a Facebook group. It's at Freedom Restoration Foundation. So just letting everybody know the real. Hey, Greg, good to see this. AM may fall out here anytime. Well, you won't be on long. A lot of us may fall out. It is kind of late. Some people may catch us in the morning, but you know, hey, we're live right now. 33 in the house. Okay, guys. So, yeah, this is something that bears some attention. How is it that, where's my Constitution at? La-di-da. There it is. Stop the share for a second, guys. How is it? Constitution of the United States. It's written for the purpose of limiting government and ensuring freedom and opportunity for the people of this country. It reserves rights to states and the people. They have twisted this big time. Thank you for showing that, New Days. Also, check out our Facebook group. Guys, this is under attack so much. I'm going to show you how this has even been attacked in Davos. by U.S. senators who, to take their office, have to take an oath of office to defend this document. And then they tell you in front of an international crowd that they don't agree with this. And they should resign. They should resign from office or be impeached. If you don't believe in this, get out. Mag Rising, how you doing? From Alaska, yeah? All right. There for the other end, fallen brother should be, oh, yeah. So now, to change this document requires a 2/3 vote by states or a constitutional convention. You cannot change this by a law passed by Congress. And especially you can't change this by a regulation passed by an unelected bureaucrat in a federal agency. But that's exactly what they're trying to do. It shouldn't be permitted. The Supreme Court is seeming to wake up about this stuff and they're beginning to rule more in our favor. But, you know, once they get a bunch of woke Supreme Court justices in there, maybe that'll be over, but maybe that won't happen. Thank you there. There is our Facebook group. Y'all need to join our Facebook group, guys. Come in and join our Facebook group. We can post stuff there faster. It's easier than the website. I could go and modify the website, but right now I'm having issues just getting my other site put up. Tried and fried. Yeah. So guys, this is just ridiculous. An agency, they think of themselves so great and high and mighty. They look down upon us, citizens, and they've said so. Just wait till I show you what they're saying at Davos. You're not going to be happy. You're not going to be happy. But now this is kind of a good launching point because, you know, listen, guys, you can't have a reset where they take all your property, everything. Listen, what do they mean when you own nothing? They say you'll rent your clothes. You don't want to own a house. This is their dream, that nobody owns anything. Lease everything, including your underwear. You won't own the sheets on your bed you're sleeping in. It won't be your bed, excuse me. The bed you're sleeping in is not your bed. How do you have a family? How do you raise a family? No, families need some stability, a sense of belonging. And human beings, by their nature, have a kind of a territorialism, as in animals do that in general. And so do humans. We have a territoriality about us. How, you know, they're talking about having like people live in houses that several people live in, families, and you share the kitchen because, you know, why does everybody need a different kitchen? And yeah, rule of rules. They even want to, you won't even have a marriage, I guess. You know, you share everything. You don't own anything or anybody or nobody, nothing. You know, but how do you raise kids this way? They don't want you raising kids. They don't need kids. They hate people. That's what it's all about, law of the land. But in few great words of Jim Morrison, what are you going to do about it? Yeah. It's time that we wake up, not woke. It's time we wake the woke. We've got to turn this around. That's why I do videos talking about freedom, talking about competition, just basic values. I've done all those videos over on the Green Graves channel, just talking about basic values, why certain things are important. There's several videos. Young people don't like those. They don't like it, but it's for their benefit. They got more to gain out of watching those videos than anybody. Where we can gain the most from those is by sharing those ideas with young people. They might watch a video, but you can talk to them. They may not want to hear it, but the more you talk to them, the more they're going to hear it. Anyway, so that's what I'm talking about. We've got to get out there and wake up people to the real nature of this stuff. And furthermore, what we need to do is go after it. Start banging the doors of government, banging the halls of government. That's what's on the Freedom Restoration Foundation. You got all the resources there to call, to act, and let's make our elections matter. Just don't be electing people that lean over this way. Why do people support this? What happens is this. There are certain parties and certain groups, they bribe people. Their bribe to get you to support them is government handing out money. They'll throw you a bunch of money. So you support us. Well, everybody wants that money. It's addictive. And so they will vote for them people, even though the other stuff they vote for is destroying this country. Because they're still getting some money. Well, that money is fly bait. It's only going to be good for so long. It's breaking our coffers. It's going to put us into Weimar Republic because we're losing the dollar's reserve currency status. We're going to be in some serious hurt if some things aren't done. And, and that's why we're seeing the inflation we're seeing right now. We've pushed it too far, even with the dollar as the world's reserve currency. We've pushed the spending too far. The debt is up. The interest rates are up. As the debt goes up and the interest rate goes up, that means more and more the federal budget's got to go to paying the debt, the interest rate. If nothing else, it's got to pay the interest rate or you go on default. Then everything's over. No more borrowing. In our personal lives, right now, credit card expenditures is the highest they've ever been. And credit card interest rates is the highest they've ever been. And everything else in inflation is eating away your spending power. So what are you doing? People are having a hard time, but now people got less able to spend and we spending less. If you ain't buying stuff, jobs go whoop. Them $6 eggs, guys. Ain't that rough? My older pup's name is Spirit. There you go. We're on the precipice of Anne Rand's book. Guys, we are in a serious situation. That's why we've got to wake people up. That's why we've got to be heard. Every one of us. You can't, don't wait for them to do it. They'll take care of it. There is no they. They is us. You and me. We are they. We are they. There is no other they. It's us. Quit waiting for them or they to take care. They will do this. They would know they won't. Only thing they are going to do is put a jack boot on your neck. Don't wait on that. If that jack boot's coming, grab that leg and go whoop. Money is play down and monopoly. There you go. So we're at egg cartel. Yeah, I'm gonna start an egg cartel. I'm gonna be an egg, the egg magnate. We pay them. Oh, that is so right, Camel. We pay them to treat us this way. They look down their bony noses of indignation and call us, what did Hillary call us over here in flyover land? What was her word? It's like undesirable. She had a word for us. Oh gosh, I'm gonna get brain locked tonight. When Bumper got in office, oh yeah, went to 26%. What is it about getting the way? So it is the money. They think they're going to have money, but the money is going to go to nothing because of there's no such thing as a free lunch. Literally, we're going to pay for it one way or another. Deplorables. Thank you, Matterman. That was the word I was looking for. They call us deplorable. Mama Bear. Deplorables. Us deplorables. Yeah, Nightman's wife. That's deplorables in flower land. Deplorables, literally. That's how they say us. Deplorables. What did John say? John, there you go. Spirit. So let's rock on with some other stuff here. Let's go back to share screen. I have worn a big part of my desk out so much that it's just solid color. It's a fake wood, but all the grain's gone, so my mouse don't even work there. I got to move it around just to find a place that'll work. There's wood on the edge, real wood, but that's on the edge, just not on top. All right, let's go look at some other stuff here. Just wanted to point that out, guys. Here we are again. Now let's go through some other stuff here. Oh, that should have been over in the other stuff out. I'm talking on the other channel. All right. First, they want us to stop eating meat. That's for one. They hate us eating meat. This guy's got other agendas too. I don't know if it talks about this. This guy's, he's a piece of work. Almost extraterrestrial. But you probably heard Al Gore speak there. Al Gore was talking about boiling oceans. The oceans are boiling, according to Al Gore. According to Al Gore, the oceans are boiling. Oh yeah, now this guy, the head of the what? EF, Christopher Wray. What's he got to say? He's talking about collaboration between government and the private sector. That's the way we got to go. Well, isn't his agency the one who told Facebook, who told Twitter to ban people's accounts, to shut people down? Oh, yeah. He was in charge of that. Now he is here at Davos saying this is the way to go. We need more cooperation on governments and private industry. Well, what he means is private industry will do what the government says. And they will use it for a politicized agenda, which should be, yeah, Jason's right. Al Gore's brain is boiling. I think you're right. That's that bad smell you smell. It's him, his brain's frying, because his brains are made out of poo-poo. Yeah, this agency right here has become highly politicized. What do? They buried the story on a laptop that belonged to a Biden of Hunter. And if you talked about it, you could get shut down, have accounts banned, you get kicked out of your social media sites. You were considered a terrible human being. See, this probably through the election. I also had people on Twitter and Facebook banned, shut down. They controlled narratives on many topics, not just that, but all with a strong slant toward one side of the political spectrum. Oh yeah, and they went after Trump. Yeah, they went after Mar-a-Lago, didn't they? A secure place in Mar-a-Lago, all about documents that were there, which the president had the right to declassify. But then they tried initially, at least, it's not happening now, but they tried initially to cover up, apparently, the nature of the documentation that a vice president, who had no ability to declassify, had in his garage, where his dope sniffing son was running around, or the ones he had over in the Institute, which was funded to a great deal by the CCP. Oh yeah, here's some of those documents are missing. So interesting how their agenda seems to be more about politics than anything these days. So yeah, kind of like the SS. So are they the modern Stasi, the stormtroopers? Yeah, I would say this man should be fired. His agency should be shut down, at least at the top. Oh, there's some good agents at the lower level. There are people went there because they cared about law enforcement. They thought it was a good thing. I met a lot of really good agents at the lower level from the FBI. But the guys at the top, no. And why is this guy at this place in the first place? Or why is anybody there? Who elected these people? They're there planning the future of the human race. They're not elected. So what are they all about? Oh yeah, by the way, this probably should have been on the other channel. Yeah, I got some articles mixed up. Power station getting hit, guys. Another one. This is the man who founded that organization. Started out as a European Economic Collaboration Forum, but he was urged to found this and was supported by none other than Henry Kissinger. Henry Kissinger got this man his start. Henry Kissinger was this man's mentor. This guy has filled the shoes of Henry Kissinger more than anybody. Yep, flying in their personal jets and screaming about our cows while they're eating caviar and lobster and beef, I suppose. Oh yeah, and hiring, putting special requests in to have a lot of prostitutes there for the WEF. Anyway, yep, so this guy, Says his family was monitored by the Gestapo. Really? Well, his dad was put over this company. Where is it here? But they don't tell you. So they made the story sound one way, but the truth may be in another direction. Because his dad was Mr. Eugen Wilhelm Schwab. Eugen Wilhelm Schwab. And he was put over a company in Germany. Yeah. He assumed the role of director of this company. So if he's the director of this company, why is he being monitored? Well, what was this company doing? They were building equipment, war equipment for the German army, including materials such as the turbines used for making heavy water that Germany was trying to use for the creation of the nuke bomb. Hitler was trying to develop a nuclear bomb, and this company was a big part of it. So the house of Klaus was his dad was involved in trying to make this stuff for the Nazis. And we'll take it one step farther. This company later merged with another company, and Klaus himself was made number 2 in the new merged company. I said, where's that company at? It was a company, got merged, and he merged into another Swiss company. Escher, I can't pronounce these names. Escher Weiss. Let's see, where's it at? Here it is. They merged into this company, and this company was later merged and bought into another company. But as a part of this company, it's been alleged that they were actually making and providing parts and for nuclear materials that South Africa used to build, this, I'm saying allegedly, 5 nuclear bombs. Another apartheid racist government to go nuclear. And this has been scrubbed from the internet, but apparently it's alleged that Klaus Schwab was number 2 over the company that was doing this. So that's part of his past. Is that so great and wonderful and all lovey-dovey about humanity as he likes to portray himself, as he looks like some villain character out of James Bond? Or I don't know. Who else was at the Davos? Well, none other than Senator Joe Manchin, West Virginia Democrat, Arizona Democrat, Kristen Sinema. And what were they doing? They were telling us, and Joe Manchin went way out of his way to say that he did not like and believe in the First Amendment of the United States Constitution at Davos. I kid you not. The man and that woman swore an oath when they took their office to defend the Constitution of the United States. And they can stand in front of a world body and tell us that they don't believe in it. That's impeachable, not opinion. Corrupt. Yeah, Matterman. Oh, there's a whole, Don, tip of the iceberg. There's so much stuff here. So much stuff. I can't even, if I went into too much of it, I would probably be shut down here. Good. I mean, we're on the verge of stuff that should be on Rumble. Except I've just not got set to go live on Rumble yet. I got to figure that out. Yeah, guys. So do not trust them. Exactly. Would not trust any of these guys. So these people shouldn't be in office. So if you're in states and you're voting for these people, they tell you they don't believe in your basic freedoms, your basic rights. Is that what we want? We need to not only vote against them, but campaign against them. Spread the word as much as you can. Hey, don't vote for this guy. Yeah, don't vote for that one. All right, guys, let me go back in and share screen again. Y'all had to see this, guys. You wouldn't believe Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna kill some of these pages here. But now, so this fits with the whole thing. World Economic UN chief urges ignoring voters. UN chief urges ignoring voters. Well, they're just deplorables. Why would you want to do anything from them? They're all deplorable. Yeah, Elon hit it right on them. He hit it right. Amen, guys. Elon hit it right on these guys. Why is the chief of the United Nations talking to this place? It's like he's going to his superiors. I thought the United Nations was supposed to be at the top, but now he bows to Klaus Schwab. Oh yeah, and who's going to take over from Klaus Schwab? They say Tony Blair. I don't have all these articles on, so there's a lot of other stuff I've been reading. What was Tony Blair talking about? Tony Blair went to the World Economic Forum and said there should be a database tracking people. I'm gonna have to stop the share because I'm gonna have to use some illustration. Maybe I don't want to say all the words here. Tracking people who do not get one of these, or if you didn't get all of yours. He said there may be up to 30 you should be getting in any given time, and we should track everybody. Everybody's got to have it. That's what he said. Everybody's got to have this. And just like they're trying to put it in cattle. I just showed you this in the video, not before last, I believe. The Gates of Bill. Because Gates of Bill, the Bill and Melinda Foundation are developing this stuff to go in cattle. And he was bragging about it. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Uh-huh. And chickens. He mentioned chickens, cattle, chickens. He mentioned them. Of course, they want to put this stuff in plants. So when you eat your salad, you get your, Well, he wants to put it in skeeters. These people are playing God. Oh yeah, they want to spray stuff in the atmosphere. They're playing God. Who elected these people? God. We don't elect anybody to be God. And they're not elected. But yeah, they think they're God. Brass and all right, payment. All wildlife. Yeah, they want to do this to wildlife. That's what they're talking about now, is find out a way to get these in all wildlife. They want to take all life on Earth and modify it. What's that mRNA do in this stuff? It genetically modifies. Oh yeah, but even the bug, the cerevisial beer bug, as I like to call it sometimes, it's a carrier. It's a huge transport ferry machine for viral material, for genetic material. It's got all kind of receptor sites on it. You see my video that I did with Paul Cottrell. He's talking about this in great detail. And it's like, wow. They could put out a virus that just genetically modifies everybody. Man, deer kitchens, all kind of animals. All us pure buzz will have to worry about our clean organs when it comes to harvesting. Yeah, hey, the thing is, you're just going to have to buy grass-fed meat from farmers you know. Talk to the farmers ahead of time. Say, look, I will keep buying from you if you don't put this stuff in your cow. If you do that, it's bye-bye from ever starting now. Merchants of the earth. My bugs are pets. Oh, my pet roach here. Yeah, I ain't gonna say that. Cucaracha, cucaracha. Who call me cucaracha? Yeah, cucaracha soup. All right, guys. So let's see here. Yeah, this is awful, guys. It's awful. Yeah, what problems are there that requires all of that? Speaking of that, let's just look at a couple hours. I probably can't even say what's on here at all. I just want to show you something. Speaking of, but Tony Blair is trying to set up a database to track everybody. They're trying to, they're back another way. They're going to try to, there may be a new shoe to drop, a new bug coming out. Thank you, New Days. New Days just shared that article. You need to see a video I did with Paul. She just shared it. Tell us what you like about, and I had another video in there she liked too, because she said we saved her life for this other video. So guys, you got to see this stuff. This is just hard to believe. So here. So they're beginning to kind of admit to some problem, but you can bet, just like what I was talking about in my other video on green grades, how the government scientists put their finger on the scale. You can bet these who are doing these studies, it's coming out of the industry for the most part. So you know they're going to be protective of their little pet stuff, right? Possible. Early signal of possible link. Yeah, right. He thinks they're playing it down. Oh yeah, that's a different story. Yikes. Oh, la la. Let's go back over here. You got to come in and watch this, guys. How many people subscribe now? 474. All right, we got one more subscriber. This video here at the end gives some really good advice for life extension. And why does Soros own our voting machines? You know, he's not politically biased. Well, he's the perfect person, right? He is so unbiased. Oh my gosh. Oh, I can imagine anybody other than Soros. Yeah, right. Trying to change our whole country. How they will get you to surrender so you won't own nothing. Oh yeah, and we're trying to, yeah, we got to watch out for this World Health Organization, guys. They're trying to force all this stuff down. That's how they'll do it. They'll try to use the World Health Organization. That's what they're trying to do, guys. So I got some good videos on here. There'll be more to come. More to come. So back over here. All right, let's have a little fun here. Oh, this ain't fun. The last video was fun. This link is not fun. I'm not even going to comment to it. Just 7-year-olds. These kids, little kids, they're innocent. What should they know about gender other than their boy, girl? I mean, what should they know about sex? Why they don't need to know anything? And why are they getting surveys like this with parents not being brought into it? Why are kids now at the age of 12 suddenly allowed to make their own decisions about taking this stuff? Why? They're trying to take all the, they're trying to put all the responsibility on parents and take all the rights away. And if you discipline your kids, they will haul you away. Give me a break. Anyway, all right, we'll end with something funny. I should have done on some green Gregs or galactic Gregs. Yeah, there's a surgeon who actually believes brain transplants are feasible. I kid you not. Where are we going? As in the days of Noah, finding people perfect in their generations will be difficult. Oh, Matterman, you hit it. Genetic modification. Isn't that kind of a demonic? What did I call this video? The demons of Davos? Stop share. The demons of Davos. What do y'all think? Well, Klaus is so sweet, just like a little grandpa. He just wants to make sure you get these things and you take the chip and you eat the bugs and that you got nothing, you own nothing, you got no privacy. But don't monitor. We'll put that chip in you. We'll know where you're at. We'll know where you go. We'll know what you say. They'll fix it when they're going to have the chip right in here. Then we're going to know what you think. And we can turn on voltages and go, you think something inappropriate. Give you a shock. Give you pleasure stimulation, pain stimulation. Maybe just wipe you out. Oh, you don't like the way he thinks. Let's do control alt delete. Fry you from the inside. I don't know what they might pull on us, guys. And look, they want to control us through our money and central bank digital currencies. I don't know, guys. It ain't looking too pretty. It ain't looking too pretty. But look, plans of mice and men. They ain't going to win. Those people are waking up and begin to smell it, and it smells awful. They'll just come back around and he needs a brain transplant. Yeah, let's give him a monkey brain. I wouldn't put his brain in the poor monkey. That would be cruelty to the monkey. First transplant. Yeah. Well, Klaus Schwab is what, about 84 or something like that now. He's getting up there in age. So they're thinking that probably his replacement might be Tony Blair. But you see, there's a whole succession of these organizations, and the parent organizations are still running. You know, we had Mr. What's his name? Adam Weisfott, Adam Weisfott, or whatever he says his name, started the in May the 1st, 1776. They started the. Let me say it kind of backwards. Naughty Lemmy. Yeah, I don't want to key all the algorithms here. It was he did it apparently as a behest for the service to the Childs of Roth, Red Shills, and then you know, that organization was supposedly disbanded, but their tenants, they had 10 tenants. Those 10 tenants are the principal tenants that was written about a few years later by Karl Marx. They don't like the family. Yeah, like communism. Blair, yep. And so was W. And so was, oh, what's his name that ran against him? Old Herman Monster. John Kerry. Oh, yeah, John Kerry was talking at Davos. John Kerry. Herman Monster himself. Last 4 minutes. There we go. New Days. Last 4 minutes has the info about cleaning arteries. That's what y'all want to see, guys. Watch that. Last 4 minutes. Bugs. More bugs. Lots more bugs. Yep. So this is what we're talking about, guys. So, you know, we just have to keep our eyes wide open and head on a swivel, because this proposition my channel is to survive, thrive, and stay out of Z hive. I should say Z hive now, right? Yeah, don't eat the bugs and the hive. You in the hive, you will own nothing, and you will eat bugs, unless you're one of them. Then you're out flying jets. Oh yeah, what do they want to do? 15-minute cities. One of the last ideas is 15-minute cities. They put everybody in the city. You're going to live in an ISO shipping container stacked up. You're not going to own where you're living at. You're not going to own anything. You're just going to get a little right to sleep in a bed. You're going to pay rent for sleeping in bed, for the cover you use, and for the underwear you wear. You're going to rent it. And yeah, you will collectively use a kitchen with some other folks, bathroom. Nothing's going to be yours. You come and go. Skunks do bother old cooters. So, yeah, so you're going to be 15-minute city is 15-minute walk. That's how, or bicycle. This walk or bicycle ride. Wherever you can reach in 15 minutes from a walk or bicycle ride is as far as you can be allowed to go for the most part. Now they're going to allow special allowances. We can go outside of that so many times a year. They're saying 100. It's probably going to be like taxes. You know, well, we create the IRS, we create the revenue, the income tax. Income tax will never be, and ever be more than tithing. Income tax will never be more than 10%. They told us that. Okay, we saw how that went. Yeah, right. Once you get his nose in the tent, the rest is sure to follow. Oh, yeah. And that was kind of the context where I wrote the article in here. Once the camel gets its nose in the tent, the rest is sure to follow. And you don't want the camel in your tent. But, you know, I remember I showed you this article I wrote back in 2010 concerning consolations, cancellation, Congress, and camels. Yeah, and I did make some good use of camels in that conversation. The camel conversation about space. Who would have thought that a conversation about space, politics, and Congress would have camels in it, especially when written by an old redneck rocketeer. Trying to learn how to cook every critter that's out there. There you go, except in bugs and worms. And that's all they want you to eat. You can't be eating nothing else but bugs and worms, unless you're in the upper crust. Upper crust. See, in society today, we have opportunity. It's not equal equality. The justice, social justice means they spread everything out. The equality they talk about is not equality. They don't talk about equality of opportunity. They talk about equality of outcomes. You gotta listen to the language they use. They use this language, outcome equality. That means everybody gets the same thing in the end, no matter what you do. That's communism. No matter what you do, you're gonna get the same thing. No matter how hard you work, all you're gonna get is that little bed in that ISO shipping container that you get to rent and pay for. But to be able to rent it, you got to do whatever work or bidding or whatever they want you to do. So you earn money. And if you're a good little boy and a good little girl and you suck up to the system, you'll be able to keep your money in the account and spend it in ways they permit you to spend it. If you go outside your little 15-minute sphere, they're going to have checkpoints. Oh, yeah. And you'll have a chip, so they'll know when you go outside of it anyway. You're going to be in big trouble. You travel outside your 15-minute sphere. Except for how many times they might allow you to go outside of in the course of a year. You'll probably have to eventually write a travel plan to tell them where you want to go and get it approved. See papers, please? Oh, yeah, they'd love that. Let me see the papers, but it will all be electronic, managed by AI, and linked to your CBDCs. You probably won't even be able to spend your CBDC outside of your little 15-minute. Oh, and now they're also talking about a 5-minute city. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Paris, Melbourne, and Portland are adopting tenets of this 15-minute city already. But now they've actually introduced this year the concept at Davos of a 5-minute city. How far can you walk in 5 minutes? That ain't a mile. Not close to it. Nowhere close to it. 5 minutes. That means just outside your door, basically. 5 minutes. It takes me how long to walk backside of my place? My place is only a couple acres. New days. Yeah. You see what they're trying to do to us, guys? But here's the fact of it. So you think the elites are flying around telling you to eat some bugs when they tell you you can't, you got to drive an electric car, and eventually you're not going to even be permitted to do that. Maybe if you're lucky, ride a bicycle, but probably walk. That's where they're going. That's where they're going. That's where they're headed. Can you imagine this stuff, guys? I mean, can you make this stuff, the stuff they dream up? Every problem to them has a solution, and every solution is taking away your freedom and putting more control on you. They tell us how to live. They tell us you can't own anything. They tell us you can't drive while they fly all over the world and eat whatever, do whatever they want to do, living in huge mansions. These uber rich are the ones that's doing this. They're the ones controlling us. Are they doing all that to give their mansions up? Well, if they really believe in that, the first thing they ought to do is all give their mansions up to poor people. Every one of these mansions should become a house, a manor, or homeless. If you believe, that's what we should do. If you believe this, then turn your house into a homeless manor right now. Give up your cars. Oh, yeah. Biden, he likes those cars in that garage, right? What's that sport car he was driving around, Trans Am or something? A Corvette. Oh, yeah, it's a Corvette, wasn't it? Yeah, Biden's Corvette. Just give that to some homeless person. You shouldn't have that. That's just too much. Be for real. Do what you talk about. See, they're always generous with other people's money, but never their own. Never their own. So, never their own. Hello, Angela. How you doing? Liquid nitrogen minus disposal. Oh, right. Yeah, they're trying to take away human freedom. Why? They want to create a society of equality of outcome, but equality of opportunity means that's real private enterprise. That's real freedom, equality of opportunity. But you got to compete. Now, see, they've got people in their mind, oh, competition's bad. I might lose. I might lose. I won't get an award for participation. That's why I did that video on the power of competition, guys. Competition is important, crucial, essential. Competition is what makes things work good. Without it, everything is crap. Crap. That's what you get in communist societies. Crap. That's all you get. Crap. Your equality of outcome is crap. What you get is crap. Ask New Days about the medical system in Canada. You know, our good friend who used to have a prepping channel, North Shore Preparedness, he couldn't get medical treatment that New Days was able to get taken care of, because she's here in the United States where she can get the best medical treatment in the world. North Shore couldn't do it. He was in Canada. He was under Trudeau's commie medicine system. Corvette powered by secret documents. You got that right. Lord. Yeah, I'm telling you, watch the series turn. There is something to it. Oh, I haven't seen it. Guys, I'm probably on very thin ice on this channel right now. I'm talking. This channel may go bye-bye. This is Rumble Talk. This is Rumble Talk we're into here. You gotta be very careful. Leslie Granville, how you doing? So, guys, what it's all about is this. In a free society, you get to climb that ladder. And everybody has equal opportunity to find their niche to enable them to climb the ladder to go to the top. These guys up here, it's already on the top. What are they doing? They're kicking the ladders out. Boom, 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 boom. There will be no ladders. There's going to be the top. And if you're at the top, that's where you're going to stay. And there's the bottom. We'll have a stratified society. That's their big dream. Watch the old science fiction movies and stories, 100 years old now, where they were really talking about like two species of humans. You know, the time machine. Go to the time machine. What were the two species called? The Morlocks and something else, you know, the two species of humanity. That's their dream. Except they're going to be up here at the top, and they're going to be the gods. They're going to use life extension, all transhumanism. They're going to turn themselves into all-powerful beings, and they'll use the same kind of stuff down here. You'll be transhuman too, but as like a worker ant, a slave. You won't even have a brain. Eventually, you'll be nothing. They'll take your soul from you. I mean, the people down here are, and only those that are really useful. These people here will be permitted to even breathe. They got to find you very useful, whatever their sick desires are, to permit you to breathe. And if they don't find you useful, they'll probably just have an off switch in you. They'll have you so wired up, just bye-bye. I was one of the first to use it for deer. You go deer hunting with a car? I wouldn't advise that. There's a better way to hunt deer than a car. Kicking out the ladders. Exactly. Now, I've talked that in a previous video. This ain't the first time I've said that. I may have done it a couple times, but I did this. I talked this in a video over a year ago. But, you know, everybody don't hear everything. So sometimes you got to repeat things. The state of the French Revolution. Neo-feudalism. That is exactly what I was going to say. And that's exactly what I have said in the past. Neo-feudalism. Mr. Smith, that is exactly right. That is what they're trying to create. It's a neo-feudalistic society where they're the lords, gods, and you, if you're permitted to breathe, if you sucked up to them perfectly, might get to be a serf. It's not even clear how long they'll permit you to have consciousness. That's bad too. They want you to be a slave. Worse. But how are they getting you into this? With fly bait. Passing out that money. Here, take this money. Vote for us. Vote us in power. We don't like this stuff. You don't need this. This is bad for you. Those of us that pass this money, we're telling you to keep voting for us, and we're going to take away these oppressive freedoms that enable people to talk bad about you. Now just keep taking this money. It'll be all right. It'll be okay. Take the money. Go to sleep, little baby. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Make a rock song on this. Go to sleep, little baby. Kind of like the song. Yeah, like the song. Actually, more like the song in what was that song they played in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? The sirens that lured them in, put them to sleep, took one, I guess sold them off to go back to jail for ransom, and they can't do it without taking our nugs. Ah, oh, well, what are they coming after right now? They're trying to get what? The nugs, exactly. And what nation stands most in their way? Who is it that's most in their way? It's those beautiful little deplorables. And you know what? We're what gets to stop it. So guys, you're on the front line of saving humanity. Because one, you know what it is. You know what's coming. You have great knowledge. With great knowledge comes great responsibility. And your responsibility is to spread the word. Wake people up. And those people who are getting that money, they're fly-baked. They think it's so wonderful. Oh, look, I'm getting all this money. Oh, yeah. They need to understand that money is going to destroy them. It's a plan. It's a trap. Lullaby. They love us so much. Yes, they do. They'll love it. They'll love you to sleep. You'll never wake up again. Yeah. If he'd been in the United States, he might. I don't want to say well, but he might still be alive. He could have got better medical treatment, potentially. That, all right. Here's two people. North Shore and New Days. Both similar situations. One was in a country where everything was free. Almost as if you paid 18% sales tax to pay for it. Well, you had all this medical you got to go to, simply turn you down. Yeah, it's government issue. You get what they give you. New Days here in the United States, which you get to go find the best systems. Oh yeah, part of the 15-minute city deal is a 5-minute city. They assign you what doctor to use, what dentist to use. You don't pick that because you don't have much choice. You can't go far, very far. They assign you what doctor to use. They assign you what dentist to use and what restaurant you can eat at. Imagine if the government tells you, you want to go to a restaurant, you got to go to this one. It's closest to you. It's 5 minutes away. You can only go to this restaurant. No matter what it is, that's the restaurant you got to love. I just think all this stuff out. What does all this stuff mean? It don't matter. All the restaurants are going to serve the same thing anyway. Crickets and crackers. Kakaruchi soup. Cucaracha soup. Crickets and crackers. That's all you're going to get. Bug burgers. That's it, buddy. So, yeah, we smoked at my high school. Hey, when I went to high school, you could carry nugs into school. We all had them. All the guys had a rifle rack in the back of their pickup truck. There's a rifle or a shotgun on it. I went into school. We had a dress-up day. I was carrying my 50 caliber Hawkins rifle, and I had a Griswold and Gunnison cap and ball revolver strapped to my leg. I kid you not. Walking around school. Everybody thought it was great. Nobody challenged me. Nobody was scared. I wasn't about to go get nobody. Nobody was scared. There's nothing to be scared of. There was no school bang bangs back then. The school bang bangs only started after they decided you couldn't bring that stuff to school. Isn't that interesting? Because all those bang bangs occur in areas that are nug free. Typically, that's the way it goes. Because the people want to do that kind of stuff, they're chickens. They ain't going to go some place where somebody might get them back or somebody might stop them. Can remove cans. There you go. Yeah, I guess we're making holes in cans. Okay, my Ithaca. Yeah, there you go. Nobody got hurt. That's right. What Matterman said. Where's Matterman at? What did he say? We had smoking areas in the 60s and 70s. Oh, yeah. That's true. That's true. That was true. So, with great knowledge comes great sword. Great responsibility. And your responsibility is to spread the word. Hunt my videos out where I talk about values and send them out. Try to make them go viral. Send them out to the kids or parents. Tell the other parents in your social networks. You need to talk to your kids about this stuff. Send it to teachers, voters. So I've covered a lot of video. I've done a lot of videos on freedom, hope. You know, I get accused of being a fear monger. You know, but you know, I always bring solutions. I even try to create solutions. Chaired 2 Power Grid Defense Conferences. I've chaired a space development conference, an international one. I've also chaired, you know, regional ones. But the oldest video of me that I can find anywhere was opening up the 1993 International Space Development Conference that I chaired way back when I was 33 years old. Yep. So I saw Sean sinking, yet even donations wouldn't save him. Oh yeah, yeah, he was sunk. But you know, I'm thinking that yeah, if he could have got treated better earlier, guys, you know, I don't know. God, 10 free doors. People who experience joy in the harm and destruction of others. I think those kind of people go to the top. You know, study sociopaths and psychopaths. They tend to be charming people. They beguile people and have ways of manipulating people, and they usually float to the top. There you go, New Days. Run for president. Loud. They wouldn't let me get nowhere near a ballot, I guess, in that regard. Try it one day. Yeah, well, that'd be tough. Lord, I'd have to live in Washington, D.C. Yeah. Loud. Wish I could fix some things. Been prepping for 15 years, never would believe that man would turn himself. Yeah. Guys, think about this. When did this bug start? 3 years ago, Friday. Yeah, Friday was just barely yesterday. Still, to me, I hadn't gone to bed yet, so it's still Friday to me. 3 years ago. And for at least 2 years out of that time, oh yeah, this thing was fast track. You know, send my video with Paul. We believe that so-called fast track really wasn't so fast. It's been in development. It's doing as good as it hoped. But that stuff come out really quick, didn't it? 2 years. Who would have thought? Think about this. If I'd have walked up to you 3 years ago and said that in 2 years, over half the people on the planet are going to be genetically modified. If I'd have went on social media and said that, I would have been laughed at, ridiculed, and called a raving looniac. lunatic, maniac, maniac, lunatic, lunatic. I just created a new word. People would have just go, no way, ha, 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 ha. No way, ain't gonna happen. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. Where we at today? So when we think about what might happen the next 2 to 3 years, oh, you just don't know. I'm expecting some shoes to drop. Their plan is to have their set of re in place, not about to happen, not being turned on, but in place and operate by year 2030, which is how long from now? 7 years. When that year hits, they want to have their stuff in place. So the truth is, it'd be a little bit less than 7. 7 years. 7 years, guys. Well, there is a book. There is a book. Oops. There's a book in this book. It's called Revelations. It talks about times of tribulations. And they talk about 2 3.5 year periods in that book. Now, some people think that's the same 3.5 year period, just looked at from a different angle. Kind of the way I read it, it reads to me like it's 2 consecutive 3.5 year periods, 7 years. And 7 is a huge number in the Bible. Next, Alex Jones. Oh my God. Hey, I think Alex probably goes a little too far, but he did at least go into Bohemian Grove. Oh yeah, I talk about the Nadia Limmy's. I didn't mention Bohemian Grove. I didn't mention the yeah, I got sidetracked. I meant to mention the Bilderberg group, and there's also the Council for Foreign Relations, out of which grew the Trilateralist Commission, which was founded by David Rockefeller. So all this stuff just keeps going on. All these groups like the Bones and Skulls. I said it backwards on purpose. America still stands. Well, there are states that have been sold over to the idea, well, the predominant voters in those states, that this is no good anymore. We don't need this. This is so antiquated. They're already happy to give away our freedom so they can get a little bit more of this. Here's your money. Gobble it up. It's sweet. It's going to be bitter when it goes down. It's sweet right now. It's a Revelations. As a scroll the guy eats tastes like honey, but it's bitter in his stomach. Kind of like that. Fly bait. Tastes sweet. It's good until it kills you. It sucks all your freedom out. No one's going to do it all at once. They got to get people hooked, voting for them. But once they get their system in place, they don't need you no more. Now suddenly you're a useless eater. Another good term from Henry Kissinger. Good term, not really good. Revelations is the scariest story of horror I've ever read. Let's hope that's not our next 7 years. Let's hope we're not standing on the precipice of what that book talks about. If it is, guys, you better buckle up. I don't know. But, the reset is 7 years from now. What they have to do to get there is horrendous. And I might say there might be somebody looking down and ain't liking none of it. Possibility. I don't know. Possibility. Next 7 years may be a rough ride, guys. That's why I tell you to get ready. That's why I tell you to prep. That's why I come out here and say this all the time. But this has been turning up slowly on. It's kind of like cooking a frog. So on a day-to-day basis, you don't see it. Okay, things are a little bit bad now, but it's all right. It's going to get better. It just keeps getting worse. They keep piling stuff on. More shoes keep dropping, and they're dropping faster and faster. The shoes are going to get bigger and bigger. Just think this started back when the towers fell. They passed the Patriots Act, grabbed a bunch of freedoms. Finally, that's expired, but they could do that again. That thing was already pre-written, ready to go. So what's in store for us, guys? I hope and pray that this is not the day for that. But if it is, we got to be ready. And it's not Greg Allison said that's going to happen. I'm just saying, guys, connect them dots. There's prophecy, 7-year period, and there's their goals they set out, and their goals don't fit the kingdom prescribed in here. They're very anti-human. The society they want to set up would be a world government with total control. You'd have to take this as a chip, which is a mark, to use your central bank digital currencies to buy and sell. Sounds a whole lot. It may not be exactly that, but it rhymes. Sounds a lot like it. It's scary. So, conspiracy historian. Well, yeah, I gave you all a history of conspiracy. And now I'm just telling y'all that, you know, these are groups and they would like to meet a lot, sometimes behind closed doors, the most elite of the world. I always thought it was interesting. One thing that I used to not believe, the reason I used to have a hard time believing this, is that how can you have something so vast being kept so quiet? Impossible. People talk too much. Somebody can hold secrets. That's impossible. How do you have something so vast stay so quiet? Then it occurred to me when the Bilderberg group was meeting, they had senior executives and reporters, journalists from major news outlets going to the Bilderberg group meetings every year. Did they talk about it? No. Nope. Diane Sawyer, painted journalist, went to these meetings. Is it not news when the world's most powerful people get together and plan the future of humanity? Oh, that's not news. Nope. Got the top journalists all there, but they're not reporting them because it's not news. Nope, nothing newsworthy. Nothing here to see here. Biggest question. We know these events occurred. People stood outside the hotels. These people got out of their cars and walked into the meetings. They videotaped who went in. We know absolutely who was there. What we don't know is exactly what they talked about. They would publish some agendas occasionally. At least at the WEF, a lot of that's video. They don't mind telling you now what they're cooking up. But if you look at the crowds, most of the people there ain't in the crowd. They may be meeting in another room, back door somewhere. Special meetings in Norway. The state wants to start tracking the food purchases of citizens. Yeah. Oh yeah, look what I got. Census of Agriculture. They want me to go online and tell them everything I grow, everything I do. This is the second notice they sent me because I didn't respond to the first one. Didn't respond last year either. They used to send these out every so many years. I think they come out every year now. Very tiny fraction, parts per million. Not even a fraction. 400 parts per million. That's a trace gas. We're trying to change the world. Control actually. They tell you it's for the environment or for health. They always come up with an excuse. I did a video on that a few weeks ago where I showed why electric ranges are more deadly. electric ranges have caused more deaths. It's never for what they say. It's always for taking your freedom away. Shackling your hands, your arms. No news of a BNK. Hey, Granny, how you doing? Was missing you earlier. So, guys, if I'm wrong, if y'all ain't buying what I'm saying, if you're not picking up what I'm putting down, put it in the remarks. Let's hear it. If you don't agree, if you think I'm missing something, I hope I am. You know what? I hope I'm totally wrong. It would thrill me to death to discover that none of this was happening. Everything was hunky-dory. All these people are there just to give each other foot massages. That's it. Foot massages. Squeeze each other's feet. Stinky feet. Lord, that's what it's all about. That's just foot massage time. Yeah. So once the World Economic Forum, they tell us a lot about it. They've actually been on video talking about how you take the chips, how they're going to do transhumanism. I'll cover this in other videos. But you got to be careful. They started taking some of their videos down. There's a lot of us recorded some of that stuff. If you quote some of these people, even articles and some of which are still up, the fact checkers will attack you. You're putting out misinformation. Big cities are the hive. Yeah, I keep telling you, get out of the cities. Get out of the cities. Get out of the cities. If you love freedom, if you want to stay alive and thrive, get out of the cities. That's the first thing to do. Live in the cave first. There you go, Lord Child. Hey, I've got videos on my channel telling you how to eat wild edibles. Pay attention. Those wild edibles might save your life. Thank you, Greg, for hosting the show. Godspeed. Yeah. Guys, I'm trying to help people. I get very few views. What? Honestly, who comes on and gives you so much help and advice? Who starts organizations that enable you to fight for your own freedoms? And that's why I probably get banned so much, shadow banned, because of that. I'm not just a talker, I'm a doer. They don't like that. They don't like the people that organize freedom. They especially hate that. They want you in their 15-minute city. Once they get you in, it'll be a 5-minute city. Of course, they also told us that the drones will deliver what you need. That's another reason you don't have to get out and go shopping. But, you might be lucky to just be allowed to walk around your house. The apartment, that ISO shipping container on 20th level stacked up, Somehow you crawl down a ladder and walk around it a couple times. Or maybe walk around on the roof. You share time with people. You schedule who gets to walk around on the roof of the ISO shipping container. I don't know. And if in the house does their job, there you go. Slow things down. Bingo, exactly. Or Solient Green. There you go. Well, Solient is in the stores, guys. Solient is in the stores. Well, let's hope Elon gets the truth out there and keeps it out there. And let's hope he don't get sucked into this. He's a billionaire. He's dangerously close to this stuff. But at least he's got his own tact. Yep, he's an interesting guy. I met him a couple times. I've talked with him a little bit. Asked him some questions. So, what the heck are you saying, Greg? I had to leave for a minute. I remember now. I mean, there's a little delay here. You just have to go back and rewatch. We got 61 here watching this, guys. 61 people. It was 3:20 in the morning. The longer we go, the more people we get. We've gone too long. We have gone way too long. I admit to be in bed by now. Natural flavor in the Solient Green. Yeah, that's probably what they want us to eat. That's what China's doing now. They're using liquid nitrogen to get rid of dead bodies and crushing them up. Ooh. All right, I missed all that. I knew they had been burning them. Oh my God. All right. Gross. 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 Zen Jamin, how you doing? All the best here, guys. You are the tip of the spear now. You've got the knowledge. You know what's going down. So with great knowledge comes great responsibility. Share this knowledge around. Pass it out. Get other people on board. And join the tribe network, for Pete's sake. Eurobos equals Salient Green. Nothing surprising me, guys. I mean, seriously. Oh yeah, they're promoting cannibalism. That's one of the things they promote, is cannibalism. Tell me what good, true good redeeming values they are to these people, meaning Davos, please. Somebody wake me up and tell me, oh, they're wonderful people because. Listen, I'll be reading the chat. Come on, somebody, fertilizer. Oh yeah, they're starting human composting in California. You can give your body up to become compost. Or you will be ate by Z worms. Yeah, man, we're going to call it a night. We're going to call it a night. 60 in the house. Anyway, guys, I don't thank you all for joining. Don't eat your own. You're right. Don't go for that. They want you growing your own cell lines. So you can eat some of yourself. Oh, the lab meat, they start growing. Who knows what's going to be growing in this lab meat? Petri dish meat. Yeah, no telling what kind of absurdities and grossness they'll be coming out with. Tells you the truth. What's going on in China? They need something faster than cremation. Yeah. Well, you're not going to get much truth out of their system over there. State-controlled information. Extraterrestrial, Al Gore. Yeah, I think he is from somewhere. I pray for the people confined in the containment camps. That's a good thing, Leslie. Amen. You wanted some great. Thanks, Zen. I got to redo my website. Give me a couple of days. Something went wrong with it. I got to do some work on that and my email too. I'll be working on that this weekend, trying to get that fixed. So it might take you a day or two for me to order worms again. But you know, send a check or money order. 112 Stillwell Drive, Tony, Alabama, 35773. Oh, what they do with all the pets? Hamburger. I don't know, guys. It's gross. It's gross. This too shall pass. Right, but we should. That's what the Lord said. But unto the demons of Davos, ye shall not pass. All right, good enough. All right, guys. I think we're gonna call it a night. We appreciate y'all being here. Pray for our friends and family. Pray for those in the world that's in need. Pray for Granny or granddaughter, new days. Pray for our friend Randy Bly. Read and study the U.S. Constitution, not just the Bill of Rights. Yeah, all of it. All of it. Tell me, Mom, maybe being modified to be able to go to Mars. We can wear spacesuits. We don't need modification. Drops offers to build me a website. You might want to talk to him. Okay. I got one. I just got to fix it. But yeah, I should talk to him. Anyway, guys. Yeah, it's getting late. Thank you for watching, everyone. Thank y'all for being here. We're going to make a difference, guys. It's us. There is no they. There's no them. Them is they is us. You is they. You and me. Don't forget that. We're the ones that can make a difference. The world's a wild ride. Let's surf this apocalypse on top of the wave. Go to freedomrestorationfoundation.org. So we're going to stay out of the hive, stay alive, and thrive. With that, I say,